A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English. That's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Laura.
And today we are beginning a 2-day look at a place that is definitely going to be in the news and on your television in this summer because, of course, the Olympics are in Paris. So let's learn some fun facts to know about Paris. I guess Laura gave us a little clue there at the beginning. The language that they speak in Paris would be French.
Français.
That's right, because it's the capital of France. So we're going to learn a little bit of a few interesting facts about this wonderful city that I truly believe everyone should try, if possible, to visit at least once in their lifetime. It really is a remarkable city. You might love it, you might not like it so much, but you definitely should experience Paris. So let's check it out. What do we know about Paris?
I bet, well, a lot of girls might think, ooh, it's the coolest fashion center of the world.
It's the fashion capital.
Yeah.
I think that's safe to say.
You've got Emily living her best life in Emily in Paris.
Oh, the television show. Yeah.
And the super iconic Eiffel Tower, Paris Theater, and all those fancy brands like Chanel and Louis Vuitton, making everyone drool over their stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what about those fashion shows? Ooh, watching magic happen on the runways. I think Paris is just where all the fun and style collide.
That is very true. It's also a city with rich history, wonderful museums, great art. It is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It's been lucky to have not been affected greatly by wars. So it really looks the way it did, 200-300 years ago. It's kind of like a living museum. So definitely worth the long trip from Taiwan to get there. But once you do, you might never want to leave. So let's check out Paris and some fun facts to know about this beautiful French capital.
Fun facts to know about Paris. Warm-up question. What do you know about Paris?
Do you want to visit the city of love? Then don't miss Paris. What's interesting about it? Let's take a look. 1. The 20 districts in Paris are in a spiral shape. Each has its own special sights and history. 2. The lights on the Eiffel Tower are under copyright. It's fine to take photos of it at night. However, don't use the photos for commercial purposes. You might break the law. All right, so let's get into the article. It says, do you want to visit the city of love? Then don't miss Paris. What's interesting about it? Let's take a look. Yeah, that's one of the nicknames. Also, the City of Light is another nickname for Paris, isn't it?
Yeah, so a lot of people might wonder, why is it the City of Love? Because I think Paris, when I think of it, super romantic with its cozy streets and cute cafes, right? And of course, we mentioned the Eiffel Tower. And also there's that Notre Dame Cathedral. 巴黎圣母院. They're like giant love symbols. I want to go again. I've been there, okay? And like what you mentioned, there are cool museums and art galleries where you can discover new things together. And I love the food there. I want to go to Paris already. So basically, Paris has lots of stories about love from maybe a long time ago. It's like a fairy tale city, guys.
It really is, and it's kind of got something for everyone. If you're into sports, of course, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, has got a great soccer team. They have art, they have culture. I know that hip-hop dancing and things like that are still very, very popular in France. So really, no matter what you like, they have something for you. And the other thing is, it's an easy city to get around. As the article says, part 1, or one of the first interesting fun facts, is that 20 districts in Paris are in a spiral shape. Each has its own special sights and history. The city was sort of redesigned about 200 or so years ago, and they designed it in a very sort of logical, beautiful way. If you look at Paris from above, it has a very organized pattern to it, and it's in a spiral shape, kind of like a circle twisting out on itself, and that allows every little region, every little district or little section of the city to have its own special sights and history, its own wonderful kind of feel to it.
Okay, so here we mentioned that word spiral. It's probably a little bit difficult, so I'm going to say that in Chinese, 就是螺旋形的. That's an adjective. And yeah, and we also saw the word district. 这就是区哦。那法国巴黎他们可能会用，我要来 show off 一下我的法文咯。Arrondissement.
Arrondissement.
Oui, that's the French word for district.
Yes, and
Just
they're all numbered. So if you're staying in a hotel in the 8th arrondissement, you know, you might be near the 13th arrondissement or something like that, because it kind of goes out in a sort of turning motion, right? It's not kind of left to right, top to bottom. If you look at a map, it'll be quite easy to understand. Yeah. Let's look at fun fact number 2. This is something I just learned the other day. The lights on the Eiffel Tower are under copyright. You can't just take any picture of the Eiffel Tower at any time and do anything with it. It's fine to take photos of it at night. It's totally fine to take them at day, in the daytime. But when the lights come on the Eiffel Tower, it's okay to take photos of it at night, but you can't sell those photos.
I had no idea.
I mean, I don't know if they would send, French Paris policemen would come to your home in Taipei and say, oh, you have been selling pictures of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
But, that's something you might want to be a little bit careful of if you're being artistic and thinking, oh, this is a great picture. I can sell it as a poster, a screensaver, or something like that.
Wow.
You might find yourself in trouble. But daytime, go ahead. Snap your shots.
所以我们真的不知道，原来巴黎铁塔的灯光是受到这个 copyright 就是版权的保护，所以你晚上拍摄照片 OK 啦，但是不要将照片用在商业目的，要不然you'll be in trouble. Now I'm going to talk about some cute phrases when we take pictures. Very useful. Like we say cheese.
Oh, yeah. But I think here you say eggplant.
Yeah, 茄子 or let's take a selfie together. Selfie 就是自拍照啊 or if you actually, you don't want that photo, you want to delete it, you could say, oops, you blinked.
I always blink.
眨眼睛了
Always blink.
Yeah, or if there's a stranger, you would want to crop out that stranger in the background. Now,
true.
with AI, like smartphones, you can do that easily.
Okay, so you wouldn't say you cut out the stranger, you crop them out of a picture.
对
Okay.
就把它切掉 Okay, and some pictures you can add cute stickers and filters, 就是滤镜. And I love this word, photobombed. Okay, I hate those people though. 就是硬是要抢入境的人
Pops up behind you making a silly face.
So you're like, I guess we'll have to snap another one, right? Yeah, do you like to take photos, Mike?
I like to take photos. I'm not a big fan of being in the photos, but I don't mind taking them.
Oh, okay. Well, now let's move on. And we mentioned about so you couldn't really use those photos for commercial purposes or something like that?
Yeah. The article explains next. It says, however, so you can take the photos of the Eiffel Tower at night with the beautiful lights. It is the city of light, after all. However, here's your little warning. Don't use the photos for commercial purposes. You can put them on your Facebook or your Instagram. You can keep them in your phone and show them, keep them as wonderful memories. But selling them, using them to make money, that's what we mean when we say commercial purposes, making money by selling them, you might actually break the law. You might break the law if you do that. So you do need to be a little bit careful. I don't think, no one's going to come around and stop you or warn you or give you a dirty look. It's just remember this when you bring the photos home. Don't think about what a wonderful picture, I'm going to sell it, because that might actually be breaking the law. Interesting.
So all those influencers, or they can't actually use these for commercial purposes. Okay. 所以呢，商业用途 图就不行了。如果你要自己就是拍好玩的，这就 OK 啦，你就不会 break the law， 就是不会犯法。Okay, other terms when we want to say break the law, we could also say do something illegal, 就是犯法的。Or you're going against the rules, or what's worse is you commit a crime, 犯法的。
Very, very interesting. 3. Paris had a strange law from the 1800s. Women couldn't wear pants in public. The law was out of date, so the government stopped it in 2012. All right, let's get back to the fun facts about Paris. We have a third one here. Paris had a strange law from the 1800s. This is a very old law. Let's see what it was. It says women couldn't wear pants in public. Interesting.
I had no idea.
I think I should go home and arrest my mom because I'm sure when I was there as a kid, my mom was wearing pants. Mom, you're a criminal. You broke the law in Paris. That is very strange. I imagine this is an old law that just no one got around to erasing from the law books. I don't think, I can tell you, no, it's not, I don't think. You will not get in trouble for wearing pants if you're a lady in Paris these days, but back in the old days, apparently that was the case.
I had no idea. And that sounds kind of boring. So women can only wear dresses and skirts.
Yeah.
That's kind of old-fashioned and restrictive.
True. Plus in the 1800s, they rode horses. How are you supposed to ride a horse in a long dress?
Right. You should be able to wear whatever you want, guys.
Interesting. But there are strange laws that still exist, right? This is not a only in Paris situation.
No.
You have a few other funny examples.
In Thailand, did you know this? It's illegal to leave your house without wearing underwear.
Okay. I think I'm safe from that law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about this one?
I usually go out with underwear, so I think I'm okay there.
Okay, what about this one? In Switzerland, it's against the law to flush the toilet after 10 p.m. in apartment buildings.
Oh, I'm totally guilty. I'm going to jail forever.
I am too.
I do that like every day.
Exactly. And I go whenever I
want to go.
What do they
do? What if you have to poop at 10:30?
I don't know.
It just sits there?
Wait till the next day to flush.
And everyone says Switzerland is so clean. Interesting. Clean except in their bathrooms at night. All right, there you go. I'm not sure you'll get arrested for that, but that is something you might want to ask if you're in Switzerland. Can I flush the toilet? It's 10:01. Am I okay? Let's get back to the article. Now, this law about ladies not wearing pants, remember, it's from the 1800s, a long time ago. And here's the good news for all of you who like to wear pants, and I'm sure there are many ladies out there. The law was out of date, so the government stopped it in 2012. So they kind of never got around to getting the law out of the law books. And then, of course, times changed, fashion changed, and then eventually someone said, this law is dumb. Let's get rid of it. And everyone said, oh, oui. And so they did. So now it's okay.
I had no idea it was still around in 2012, though. That sounded, quite a long time.
I was there before 2012, so my mom and probably my sister, too,
might get arrested.
Are guilty.
I know. Now, we mentioned it was out of date law. Okay, so out of date, we could also say it's old-fashioned, it's not used anymore.
Here's a good one, archaic.
Ooh,
archaic,
really
archaic.
But the opposite of out of date would be it's new, it's modern.
I like that.
Okay, now, that's it for today's Day 1 article. Let's now go to my solo teaching. Wow, 今天学到很多有关 Paris le français 就是 French OK 的一些 fun facts。那今天呢，我们来复习一下刚刚有学到的一些单字。你们有认真在听吗？其实刚刚 Laura 呢有提到了蛮多的一些地方啊、景点啊，像是巴黎铁塔 Eiffel Tower， 它都是非常有名的 sites。这个字呢，通常是用复数形的名词来呈现，就是景点、名胜。举例来说 I love visiting new sites when I travel. 我喜欢这个旅行的时候参观新的景点。Or during his vacation, Larry went to museums and other famous sites. 这个度假期间啊 Larry 走访多座博物馆和其他的知名景点。我刚刚听到有一些蛮有趣的一些 law， 对不对？就是法律，它是个名词哦。For example, did you hear about the new law in school about no phones during class? Uh-oh， 你听说学校里关于上课不能使用手机的新法律吗？很多人可能违法了哦。又或者你可以说 Don't drive so fast, it's against the law. 不要开那么快，超速是违法的。那我觉得刚刚那个不能穿裤子真的是蛮奇怪的耶，奇怪。OK, strange 就是奇怪的、奇特的，它是一个形容词。For example, sometimes people do strange things just to get attention on social media. 真的，现在真的有些人呢，在这个社交媒体上，为了吸引大家注意，真的会做很奇怪的事诶，可能会说谎啊，拍假影片啊，或者我有看到有些人曾经可能做违法的事情，在大卖场或是公共场所，就是为了想红，真的是很怪。OK， 那单字例句提到的是 Do you hear the strange noise? Where is it coming from? 你有听到那个奇怪的声音吗？它是从哪里发出来的？ And we also saw the word government, 就是政府，它是一个名词。For example, the government is introducing new policies to improve public transportation. 政府正在推出新的政策，以改善公共的就是交通啊。以及单字例句提到是 People aren't happy with the government, so they hope to choose a new president. 人们对于政府不是很满意，所以希望可以选出一位新的总统。那刚刚有提到的就是片语 in public 有公众的意思。举例来说 It's rude to talk loudly on the phone in public places. 在公众场合大声讲电话是不礼貌的，当然你也可以直接说 in public 就好了。而我们提到的 out of date 就是过时的、陈旧的，它这个片语呢，我们可以用在很多地方，像是呢Wearing socks with sandals is considered out of date by many fashionistas. 真的吗？惨了，我有这样穿耶，穿着这个拖鞋配袜子，在许多时尚达人眼中可能会觉得这有点过时咯。Okay, it's now time for our review time game.
Review time.
So we're back with our review. Before we wrap things up for today, remember we'll have another day in Paris, so come back for that. But first, our review of the new words, those 4 words that we learned in today's article: sights, law, strange, and government. Are you ready to play a game of fill in the blanks?
Okay.
All right. So when you are on holiday, seeing the blank in a new country.
Sights.
Always be sure to respect the blank.
Law.
Even if the laws are very blank.
Strange.
You don't want to get in trouble with the blank.
With the government.
There you go. It all kind of laid out very easily, didn't it? All right, guys, we're going to have more for you from Paris. So grab yourself a croissant and a café au lait and come back and join us tomorrow. Until then.
Bien sûr. Oui,
yes.
oui. Au revoir. Okay.
And à bientôt.
Oui, oui. OK, 今天的主题大家有没有觉得很精彩呢？那欢迎要到我们的空中家教 AMC Online 跟老师、同学一起线上聊更多哦。
Magic Box。
俗话说啊，因为所以，蟑螂、蚂蚁、数学、国语，停，什么跟什么啊？怎么小红帽我都听不懂你们在说什么？这个是哪个年代的东西啊？忘掉 ，OK。不过确实哦，因为 because 和所以 so 这2个连接词是非常的常被用到的，出现率超高。各位大哥哥大姐姐们，今天呢就跟小红帽妹妹一起来看看该怎么用吧。那我们今天呢会用到 because 和 so， 一定呢是有个前因后果的，也就是说啊，用在有因果关系的句子里面哦。I have to bring food to my grandmother because she can't cook. Because 在这边呢，引导的是一个原因的子句。I have to bring food to my grandmother. 我需要带食物给奶奶哦。好，那原因是什么呢？ because she can't cook， 因为她无法下厨。你也可以把这两个子句把它颠倒过来呈现的，不过中间记得要用逗号来隔开哦。Because my grandmother can't cook, I have to bring food to her。当然了，第一个出现的子句主词一定要说清楚嘛，是 my grandmother， 不然你直接先用代名词，我们就不知道你在说谁咯。大哥哥大姐姐们，你们可能想说，奶奶的厨艺不是应该很好吗？怎么不能下厨啊？其实就是因为她生病了嘛，所以不方便煮饭咯。这边我们来试试看用连接词 so 来回答。She is sick, so she can't cook。有没有发现，它和 because 不一样的地方是 so 引导的子句是一个结果哦，而不是原因了。那小心哦 ，so 是无法像 because 一样放在句首的。所以刚刚说的两个句子是可以互相这个连接词来交换，会表达一样的意思哦。我们想想看好了，我们第一句说的 I have to bring food to my grandmother because she can't cook。如果改用 so， 我们要怎么变化呢？答对了 ！My grandmother can't cook, so I have to bring food to her。记得 so 后面放的是结果，前面才是原因啦。那相对的另外一句 ，Grandmother is sick, so she can't cook。如果呢，我今天要换成 because 来表达呢，你们觉得该怎么写呢？哇塞，你们都太聪明了吧？对，没错，就是 Grandmother can't cook because she is sick。这边的 because 后面放的呢是原因哦。那你也可以把 because 放到句首 ，Because Grandmother is sick, she can't cook。好啦，快试试看别的句子，把它们变化一下吧。